new age of might came to Cydaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Cydaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Cydaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Cydaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Cydaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizin, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. And to those it calls, Cydaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind. But they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello, and welcome to D6 Tricks, Legend of the Wildlands. I, as per usual, am your host and dungeon master, Alex, and I just got a Switch 2, motherfuckers! That's what my tomorrow's gonna be!
Woo!
Joining me, as always, are my lovely cast and crew of players. We have Anne.
Lucky son of a gun, already got the Switch too.
We have Atwas.
I'm a little cook, but congratulations.
We have Juno.
Sadly, I went out to try and get it today because the website lied to me. So there was no Switch 2 there was no Switch 2 in the store, and therefore there is no Switch 2 in my house. But I was having fun playing the Splatoon update.
Very, very nice. We have Professor Moore.
Heck, it helps if I get into the forge.
It would help, yes! And we have Queen.
Nyx would main the cow.
I mean, that's the only character you should main, is the cow.
If you're gonna main anyway.
Actually, Wario baby blooper is optimal.
Yeah.
Oh no, Waluigi's right there.
Oh no, it's legitimately it is Wario for Mario Kart World.
Things are looking up for Warbo.
Things are looking up for Warbo.
Screw you, I'm maining Quack. I'm maining Quackers.
You mean Cataquack?
Yeah, Quackers.
Yeah.
Quackers.
Yeah.
His name is Quackers. Among family, we call him Quackers.
Exactly.
Among family, we call them Quackers.
All right. So, last time, on our adventures, our heroes had conquered the Queen of the Sandwalkers and gained access to the southern desert Acherite mine, where they went about mining. It was particularly hard. The dice gods were mean that day. There were some broken pickaxes and 6 nat 1s in a row. To the point where I was worried, is something wrong with how Foundry is working the dice? But no, it's just the dice gods. They hate us. But then our heroes were like, wait a second, if there's no hidden treasure here, but Carolina's treasure map indicates that there would be, maybe we go the other way in this horrible, horrible sandstorm of a desert. So they went the other way in this horrible, horrible sandstorm of a desert, and managed to get through some caverns, including one filled with lava, and got some sand-lost treasure. including an orb that was very ponderable, and a staff, a bone scepter, rather, that was for the Bone Pharaoh! So should they ever meet the Bone Pharaoh, they definitely know to give him that staff, because he will give them compliments. You can't argue with his compliments, he's the Bone Pharaoh.
But unfortunately, we don't have that anymore.
That's okay! Sometimes you need to sell things to get through the day! And I believe in you because I'm the Bone Pharaoh!
Thanks, Mr. Bone.
Love it.
Thanks, Mr. Bonefair.
You're welcome. Our heroes then made a pit stop along the coast at a mechanite mine, which they debated using some mining to do, but it was occupied by kobolds. There also was a small debate about, should we just kill all these kobolds and have us mine the mechanite? But then they were like, I don't think it's the right time to antagonize Tiki and her crew yet. So they decided instead to do a digging contest, which was remarkably close, considering that the kobolds had a specialized digging machine and Megan was just a badass machine. But it was awesome. Our heroes chatted with how progress was going and saw a passage down to the Underdark, down one twisting corridor of the mine. They opted not to go to the Underdark for now, and instead headed further north to Port Gazanir, a port that catered to adventurers, but was definitely not in its heyday, because there was, a little bit of trash and debris scattered along the streets. But, being that they were in a port, and they were able to do some shopping, they offloaded a bunch of vendor trash that they had gathered over their many months of adventuring. And that is where we rejoin our heroes, as they do some more shopping through Port Gazanir, and perhaps exploring, looking for fellow adventurers. They don't need to recruit fellow adventurers if they just want to chat. That is an option. But before our heroes go off on wherever the adventure takes them again, it's shopping time at Port Gazanir. Woo!
Woo! Shopping.
Activating scene. Woo!
There's the music.
There it is.
I knew I was missing something.
No music for you, only silence.
Mm-hmm. Only the awkward silencio.
Oh, that's right. There's an academy. And I specifically thought of that because I was like, damn, it's a shame Nyx isn't here right now.
By the way, speaking of months of adventuring, we have known each other for not quite 5 months.
Oh my god.
It already feels like a lifetime.
In 2 days, it will have been 5 months.
Oh,
Already feels like a couple of years or something.
Yeah.
We do a little
Ha
trauma
ha!
bonding.
Meta joke! Ha
teehee, teehee.
Welcome
Right,
to a long-term open world game.
All right, what? Because I left at the end of the last one. What is available to us?
So we posted a list in call, but to read it out loud for those of you who are listening to us on Twitch and not having access to our gamer Discord, there is the Town Hall, there's a temple known as the Sybil Sanctuary, there's Gazanir Academy, there is a Snack Shack, which is, let me actually double check what it is called. It is called the Snack Shack! It's a bakery called the Snack Shack. There's an Herbalist Shack, there's a tailor shop known as Tycoon, a tavern called the Slow Glory Tavern, an office of the Children of Panthalassa Guild, Club Compass Nightclub, the Wet Guard General Store, the Hot Stuff Smithy, the Fancy Salt Inn, and the Gentle Prince Tavern.
Prophecies, eh?
And we already got accommodations as well. Nizza paid for them, I believe. So
Fantastic. And who's been where so far?
So,
I
I believe so far just the inn and the market square, which is not listed as a place generally, but any town generally has a market square where the traveling vendors are.
Yeah, we stopped at the traveling vendors and we're like, here, have a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
and also
A bunch of junk.
the Draconics need to get bling, so
Yeah.
that too.
And make sure that Nick's got the rest of the gold that was noted for last session.
As in they have it, or make sure they've got it?
Make sure you got it, because
Okay.
we couldn't write it down for you, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not!
I didn't have edit access to your character sheet.
I'm locked in.
That's why.
But
Sorry.
also-
Thankfully, there's a handy dandy model for that.
yeah, there's now a module that can use a plus or minus sign with gold and other coin denominations to do the adding for you, because I'm gay and I can't do math.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You're gonna have to tag it for me because I can't find it.
Copy and pasted
Thank
it
you.
in call.
Okay.
Shebang.
Shebang.
Well, if you want to think about it, Tig straight up was like dragging Nizib off to the tailors. So
Yep.
if anyone wants to join them, because I gesture metaphysically at Nizib.
Alex, does the blacksmith deal with just armor or armor and weapons?
The blacksmith, in general, blacksmiths deal with a variety of metalwork. Can be armor, can be weapons. They have a varying degree of how good they are at crafting things. The merchant ring merchants are masters at crafting, so you can bring in pretty much anything they can craft it into a usable weapon. Where it's just a random Joe Average in a ramshackle town blacksmith, if you handed him some dragon scales and told him make a set of armor, he'd give you a shrug and an apology.
Okay. Alright, I might hold off on doing any weapon upgrades in that case.
Weapon upgrades are strictly through Marakar in the weapons merchant ring.
Okay. Again, I'll hold off on doing that for now. Because I feel like it'd be rude to call up another merchant in the middle of Merchant Square.
Not if is it really rude if literally nobody else can provide that service? It's not like you're taking business away from anybody.
That's true, that's true.
This is me,
Yes,
Outlaw, saying, it's okay, you can pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess I'll pick up the phone while we're waiting to just...
Bring.
That's not the merchant ring.
No, it is not.
Is that why it's called the merchant ring? Because it rings up people?
Hey, I just met you.
Right.
I'm just gonna pull up some merchant sheets as you call for them, so don't mind me.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
What else?
Oh, well. Marca.
The other thing is, we were absolutely planning, well, at least Tig was absolutely planning on going to the nightclub. It's just not nightclub time yet, is the thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's it's late afternoon.
Yeah.
So, while Megan, while you are browsing through the weapons and upgrade system to look for things to make your weapons shiny and effective, Tig and Nizip, you head over to Tycoon, which is advertised by like a hanging sign out front with this long flowing scarf that ends in a fancily tied tie and a very small print slogan, "Best clothes in all Sedaria." As you walk past and look at the back of the sign, you see Debris's sigil on the back of it. This is a masterwork smith of some kind, or in this case, a masterwork tailor. But as you step inside, there is a modestly dressed young woman, very flowing scarf that is very out of season, but as you enter the door, she tosses it dramatically so it billows a little bit and then flops over. Welcome, welcome. What can I do to spruce up your outfits?
Well, my dear friend here is in need of quite a bit of alteration. especially considering the whole. Ty kind of like looks up at Nizip and then kind of like flaps their arm a little bit, considering the whole like new appendage thing.
Of course, of course. Can't have a bare wing after all.
I mean, really.
Yeah,
As for
hadn't really thought
me-
about that.
Yeah, I know. You just cut a slit in the back of your clothing with a dagger and called it a day. And by that I mean you cut it open with looked like nothing, so I assumed it was a psychic dagger. Actually, that's a good question. Do Nizip's psychic daggers look like something, or are they literally just nothing? Like, are they visible?
That's an excellent question.
Great! Great!
Cool!
Excellent. Ooh. Backpacks, baskets, pouches, sacks even.
Sacks
Love
even.
to see it, love to see it. Sacks even. Yeah. Meanwhile, I gotta pull up my sheet to see if there's anything Tyg actually wants to buy, because... Listen, they already have options when it comes to clothing.
Yeah, it's fair.
That being said, I did kind of just drag you off here, Nizip, but, I don't know. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I mean, having a slightly more fashionable outfit wouldn't hurt.
In fact, it could even potentially help.
True.
Since Nizip paid for accommodations, Tyg is happy to drop some gold on like some traveler's clothes for you.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, my
With proper tailoring and fitting and all that sort of thing, of course.
Oh, of course, comes standard. So, how I usually run clothing is, you'll get a sense of the quality of the clothes you're buying, how they actually look based on the quality. That's up to you. I can't dictate, it is out of red shirts, but they have a green shirt. That's digging into an economy that I don't want to be bothered with, because it's too little gain.
Send this to... Send.
Julio.
Hell yeah.
My first actual outfit I have on my character sheet.
Did you not have your common clothing that came
I
free with
just
the
had-
starting class?
I just had armor.
I have my clothes tattooed on my body.
Nizip running around butt naked.
Goodness. So... wow, my brain just short-circuited. Tyg, once things get paid for, measurements get taken, I think would like to, ask about the... I did notice you had a little something on your sign, and they'll, we can flash the Deborah certificate.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. So, along with, my standard fare for, customers with a finer taste, I can imbue clothing if you're particularly attached, or get you some clothing with, particular magical properties. I don't keep a list on me, but I can list them, out loud verbally, if that would help.
Oh, that would be wonderful. And also, I am fascinated.
Alright, so, we've got, this eye patch. It lets you see through as if it just weren't even there. Other way around? Nope, you just look like a pirate. This hood right here, she pulls out a hood, pulls it over her face. Vroom, this, tiny shroud of darkness covers her entire face until she pulls the hood up. Yeah, keeps your face hidden from, prying eyes.
Okay.
These gloves will let you hear the heartbeat of any creature you touch. These boots, she puts them forward. They weigh 200 pounds each if you're not attuned to them. Don't worry, it's a very minor form of attunement. My scarf here, she, moves the scarf over to the boots, holds them up, the scarf holds them up easily. It's kind of like a mage hand. This only works while it's around your neck, though. And, one of my personal favorites, she reaches down into a little cabinet, pulls out a pair of trousers, shakes them out to get wrinkles off. I call these the Liar Liar Pants on Fire.
I tell why.
Because if you tell a lie while you're wearing them, they light on fire.
That's incredible. 10 out of 10. Very funny.
That would be.
I think the rogue should wear those. No kidding.
That would be fascinating to sneak into a politician's wardrobe.
Okay, no. Same. We have the same brain cell. Because, listen, Nizip.
Yeah.
I see all these, and I'm just like, wow. These are very exceptional for use for all sorts of purposes.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, legally, I can't encourage that. Off the record, that sounds funny as hell.
All right. In that case, what would the price tags on some of these be?
Let's see. The hood, that goes for about 100 gold. The heavy boots, I'll sell for 50. My little mage hand scarf, well, obviously not mine, but I have ones like it. That'll go for 75. The Liar Liar Pants on Fire, also 75.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't there something else?
Eye patch.
Yeah,
That lets
eye patch
you,
and gloves.
See through it.
How much for the gloves?
Gloves, 60.
I would be interested in the gloves, scarf, and the first thing.
The darkness
The eye
hood.
patch?
Hood,
Oh,
yes.
the hood, yeah.
Because for my head shape, that would probably function much better than the dread helm that I've currently got in my bag.
Yeah? Actually, does that work with snouts? Could we get a demo?
I mean, yeah, but thematically, it doesn't like me.
Yes, let's actually test this out. 1 second. She heads back from around the counter, puts the hood up around Nizip. There is a sphere of darkness that it lets you see there is a snout of some kind, but the color, any defining features of it, it's in magical darkness.
Ooh, that would work
Yeah.
very, very well for you. If
Yeah.
you weren't already very recognizable otherwise.
Well, yeah, if I'm doing a sneaking mission, then that way it's a lot harder to recognize me.
Tyg
They say
gives you
forget
a
the wing.
long, suffering look, and not even looking at the wing, tugs at one of your two tails. Just like a little beep.
Right, I am a freak of nature.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you are very recognizable. Although, have you considered maybe, I wonder if... Well, I don't know how uncomfortable that would be, nor if you had a need for it, but I suppose a harness could keep a tail out of the way, so on and so forth.
I need a hat of disguised self.
That I don't have.
I figured.
Yeah.
Although, don't we know someone who we could probably ask about something like that?
Possibly.
Put it on the list.
Just the gloves and scarf, then.
I believe that was 60 and 75 gold?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That is 135 gold total.
Let's test out this new function. Minus 135. Nope, that didn't work.
Huh. That is weird.
Well, it's probably because my money is in a container, not on my sheet.
That would do it. That would be wise.
That would make sense.
Because my money weighs like 200 pounds all on its own.
That would be
Wow,
why.
look at money bags over here.
Gonna have to take some of that out of the bag and then put it back.
Hold on, I need to run back to my... Pulls out the fucking portable hole. Just...
Just reaches into the bag. 3, 4... 65. No, don't add an extra 0 on there, please. Okay, there we go.
Perfecto. All right. You hand over the gold as she hands over the gloves and scarf. Well, make sure you put these to good and or very funny use.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, fucking yeah. I think Tig is also going to buy... First off, everyone could use an extra pouch. So they're gonna get that. And also, they like having something to fuck around with. So, yeah. Also, a bolt of linen.
Let's go. Enjoy the last bolt of linen.
Fuck yeah. What are they gonna do with it? I don't know, but they're gonna do something. So, actually, does everyone have a bedroll? Is my question.
That is a good question. I
I
believe
do not need one. I
Uh,
stand there.
Yeah.
I stand there idle.
Actually, would Megan like be interested in like a tarp or a canvas, just like keep like rain or whatever weather off of her or something like that?
A dust covered.
Yeah, kinda.
We have 3 bedrolls in storage, so it all comes down to if one of you 3 has one in your personal inventory.
I will say that
Yeah.
regarding a tarp, Megan does remain conscious while in her standby state. So like, if we were to do that, nothing that covers her eye.
Excellent. A bolt of canvas as well, then.
Awesome. Barcott and Brondish both have blankets, but not bedrolls.
I also don't have a bedroll. I thought I did. I've got a blanket.
Okay.
You're telling me cold
Bedrolls.
averse Nex Copperpots did not pick up a bedroll over a blanket?
I just assumed
Unless
there was
is
one
one
in
of
my
the bedrolls
pouch.
in the is one of the bedrolls in the cart yours then? Maybe
Quite
or
likely.
Probably.
Maybe.
okay.
Does Tig or Phelan have one on their sheet?
I don't have one on my sheet, but I know for a fact one of those is absolutely Tig's. Because I highly doubt. Yeah.
I do not have one on my sheet, nor does Phelan really need it because what is sleep?
That's right. You trance.
True.
Do you feel cold when you trance?
There's like 1,001 different items I can make him stay warm. He fine.
Fine.
Yeah. We have a lot of temperature magic items,
Mm-mm.
just in general.
Kinda surprising how much we have.
It's true.
I mean, we have been pretty much almost exclusively in like the higher temperature zones of the world, or lower. So you know, the extreme temperature zones of the world. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I think actually, hold on, I'll check Carolina as well, since I'm technically responsible for her. Guides. Shirley, do you have? Oh yeah, good. Of
She's
course
got a
she does.
bedroll.
Yeah, like of all people, surely she does. Yeah, she does. But Tig will spring for 2 bedrolls. Just come on, we have a portable hole. So they'll get 2, one for Barcat and one for Brondish.
Much obliged.
I mean, you have a beautiful store and a great sense of humor. Might as well.
Mhm.
Actually, here's a question.
Yeah.
How long would you say it would take someone to like be able to be proficient in a set of tools?
Ah. I had a document for this. I don't have it up for me. Let me check.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Listen, I have already collected some tool proficiencies, so I see Weaver's tools in a shop screen, and I'm like,
All right.
what if?
So, if you spend downtime being training in that tool, which means you're not on watch, you're not doing foraging, whatever have you, and you're not doing like active adventuring, fighting monsters and whatnot. If you spend 8 hours a day for about a month, that is proficiency in a new tool.
Okay.
Good to know, because I do have a lot of tools I would like to learn that I just kind of have in my inventory. Like, yeah, I'll eventually figure out how to use those.
Well, like what?
Oh, on me personally, I've got a forgery kit, disguise kit, poisoner's kit.
Nice.
Just,
Oh.
in case.
I accept this item. Haha! A shared portable hole. Fuck yeah.
It's in the hole.
Yeah, so basically just a way to not be bogged down by weight. So, like, if you have a lot of money that's weighing you down, you can also put it in that.
Oh,
Is
thank
there-
God.
Is there inventory currently in the portable hole?
There shouldn't be.
Okay, so it's empty?
Double check that I didn't accidentally send you mine, but yes.
Okay, excellent.
I
So
did
these are like our individual pockets within the hole
Yes.
ish. Gotcha.
I
Okay.
did accidentally send one of you, the one that has all my money in it.
Not me. You say you're
Thanks,
good.
sucker. No, I'm kidding.
Send these fucking bedrolls.
Thank you for
Did one of you get that money, or
I don't know.
well, does your portable hole have money in it?
I have
Oh,
no
there we go.
money.
No.
Does Wayolins?
Oh no, it's a
Uh,
portable hole.
Ah!
Trying to see where I can find it.
So it's where your bags and stuff are at the top.
Mm.
Tools. Item management.
'Cause, otherwise, I just deleted all my money.
Uh-oh.
Ew.
No, it doesn't.
Shoot.
Well,
Does your portable hole not still have your money in it?
I accidentally sent it to one of you guys because it deposited all the items back into my inventory.
oh no!
The money is apparently evaporated.
Oh no!
Oh, hey fellas, maybe check your like regular money fields. Okay, mine look normal and like they did
Yeah, mine-
previously.
Yeah,
Mine are
mine's
good.
normal.
Mine's fine.
It should have just been in the portable hole itself, but I'm guessing it did not.
Did you put it in the regular hole, maybe?
No, because it was in my personal portable hole because I didn't want to be bogged down by all the money.
I love thinking about
Now-
conversations out of context.
Now I'm imagining Nizip like kind of like fumbling around in the hole looking for coins, like sighing, looking for individual coins.
Oh no, they came for your
Uh,
taxes.
I'm seeing Nyx has a lot of gold pieces on them right now.
Yes, because that's just my regular gold pieces.
Okay, I just wanted to be double sure that it wasn't Nizip's gold pieces.
Did you accuse me of stealing?
Yes. Anyway.
Dang, Nyx,
No,
you're loaded. Nyx, you're loaded. 1,955 gold.
You were accused of me giving you money accidentally.
Yeah. Also, it shouldn't be that. It should be more. Oh, so yeah, I think it just reset from what I just added to it. It's okay, we can fix this. And then I'll put it in the hole.
We're doing great, guys! This is the most dangerous a shopping episode's ever been!
Yeah, we almost lost all of Nizip's money in the hole.
Well, luckily I remember roughly how much I had, so...
I was gonna say.
It's okay, round up. No kidding!
The shop proprietor of Tycoon also mentioned being able to imbue clothing with effects. Is that like limited to like those effects that she mentioned, or?
There are a couple more. Let me get the list back up again.
Thank you, sorry.
Of course I've got a lot of money on me. My name's Copper. It's not Nick's electrum pots, is it?
We're gonna go into you and steal all your copper wire.
So, there is the enchantment of being self-cleaning and self-folding, moisture wicking, and the dress of inconsistency. Which, depending on who you ask, is white and gold or blue and black.
Oh, fuck off.
Interesting. I mean, I personally see blue and black, but that's just me. Anyway.
Okay, no matter how I look at it, I know it's blue and black, but I can only see white and gold because of the way the lighting is. Because like I know it's blue and black. I just said, but I can only see white and gold because of like the light is so bright and yellow. Oh, we're getting off track.
You know, thank you. As tempting as those are, Tig unfortunately prestidigitates and mage hands all their clothes anyway, so self-cleaning defeats the purpose. But thank you. Probably pass on that from us then.
Also, for the items I bought, did you drag those into my inventory, or do I gotta just create those?
Create those if you would, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
And I will estimate on the effect itself, because, yeah.
Scarf acts as a mage hand, but only while it's wrapped around your neck. And then, the gloves let you feel/hear the heartbeat of any creature you touch.
That's so cute.
Oh, cute. Yeah, haha. My brain went to the opposite of cute, honestly. I'm like, wow, nefarious purposes are the only things that come to mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking it could be all romantic.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay.
Oh, god damn it, you made me think that.
Wasn't someone looking at weapons upgrades?
I was, yes.
Yes.
But I was letting you guys sort out everything you needed first.
And afterwards, Mom says it's my turn to call a merchant.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Alright. So I think I'll apply balance to my javelin.
Alrighty. Yeah. As I go check what that is balanced. +1 to attack rolls. Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Should be an overnight job.
Okay. I'm gonna be sleeping here anyway, so you know.
What if we give him more things to do? Is that going to take more days?
Yes, it takes him 8 hours per project.
You're just last in the queue.
So, from what I hear, I should go back to the inn and pay for a week, and we're just going to stay here for a bit while all of our stuff gets made.
Why not?
I mean, it gets delivered to us, so we can walk around. We just don't.
Yes, but I don't want us to be sans our weapons, because I also would like. Can I hand this to you to make more stuff as well?
Well, he's
And
through
not
the...
all of us have ways to materialize.
Currently, he's in the merchant ring, so... You could just get another weapon. I sell actual weapons.
Yeah.
We do have weapons in the cart. should worse come to worst.
Yeah. Just don't grab the sword. The sword of I want to murder everybody.
Or the glaive, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, the glaive of I want to murder everybody. All right. So
honestly, silvering might not be the worst idea to look into. I'm fairly certain most of us have magic weapons at this point,
Yeah.
or weapons that otherwise ignore things,
or a way to magic, or a way to enchant weapons. Wink, wink.
or a way to enchant weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at asking, is it possible for me to add sharpened and possibly brutal to the scimitar I just got, or because it's already magical, can I not do so?
I can add it to anything, but 2 items, that's gonna increase the price.
So I wouldn't just pay the 100 and pay the 1,000?
Does double check. Yeah. Okay, so because those are 2 different tiers of things, it is 100 and 1,000, because that is the first tier 1 and the first tier 2 that would be on the item.
Gotcha. But so, say I wanted to also add balanced, it would be, I'm assuming, like 200 or so?
It would be more than that, I just need to find
Yeah.
where it would be. I have a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh yeah, there we go. Upgrading a weapon is a base cost associated with each tier. Subsequent episodes of that tier costing twice the previous amount for that tier. So, it's doubling every time.
Okay. So let's see. That would be... Definitely has potential, yeah. Yeah, I would like to also, while we have him called up, get... I guess for now, at least, just get the scimitar sharpened.
Can do, I'll put it in the queue.
Ooh.
Julia.
Sight pin looks interesting for our bow users.
I did take a look at that, and
Yeah.
I am contemplating.
Because it's like, oil string, pretty good, but like, you have magic weapons already. But, sight pin does, for people who are listening, attacks with a weapon with sight pin score a crit on a roll 1 lower than usual. So, a nat 19, baby.
Love stuff like that.
And then oiled string is just a +1 bonus to damage. And then, oh god, the superior. I guess superior's tier... It is
Tier
tier
2.
2 as well?
That is tier 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool though. You just increase your damage die. That's fucking wild. Only be applied to weapons with 1 damage die though. still, that's pretty fucking good.
It is, in fact, a pretty nice.
Yeah. A cool 1k gold, but, you know, we have shit to sell and all sorts of things. We have assets.
Right. Meanwhile, I'll pull up a second shop as you're considering that. Foylin, you head over to the blacksmith, which is the hot stuff smithy here in town. You head inside. There is a young female gnome behind the counter, wiping off sweat with the rag, who says, "Well, hey there, sunshine. Thanks for brightening up my evening."
You're welcome.
Oh, I can be way more than welcome for you, babe.
Okay.
Oh, she's a blacksmith. That's okay then.
I'm a kid.
And I'm a
just a
jokester. What can you do? What can I do? You saw the sign. It said hot stuff. What'd you expect? Someone boring?
Cannot go wrong with that logic. I'm gonna take out. Look through stuff. Just. Do you, by any chance, do like crafting with ore?
Honey, this is a blacksmith.
Hey, still want to check. Still just asking. As I take out a piece of the black iron ore.
Holy shit.
My one piece. My one piece of black iron ore. Iron ore, just.
So, this is exceptionally rare stuff. Should be just at like the edge of what I am able to do, but I can do it. Depends on what you want it for.
Hopefully armor or shield, depending on what you can do.
I'm going to tell you right now, shields of this, very rare, very hard to make. They are a pretty darn high price there, sweetheart.
How high are we talking?
I want you to guess the number of zeros at the end.
6 zeros and gold pieces.
It's actually 5, so good on you for
Close enough for
overestimating.
government work.
But it's, with the ore in hand, that's gonna half the price and take it down to 25,000.
Got it. I only have like 5,000 altogether. RIP. Okay.
That's unfortunate. Let me
That
double.
is unfortunate.
Yeah, let me double check how much it would cost to make armor out of this. What kind of armor were you looking at, though?
Medium armor?
Medium armor. Okay, medium armor's doable. So plus the value of whatever the set of armor you'd need this ore made from is, that would be about 4,000 gold. This stuff is hard to work with, and that is the price of labor.
That is like... Oh my... That is like just about everything I have good. Fine by you, but... Alright. Should be able to make that work. Should be able to do that then. Yay.
Right.
If only barely.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening in and joining us that way, black iron armor resists fire damage and ignores extreme heat.
Woo.
Actually,
Actually,
yeah, no, I'll take this.
Okay. All right. What kind of medium armor are you looking at as I go look for various types of medium armor?
Kaji looks over to find various medium armor as well.
So, medium armor goes from hide armor to half plate. Breastplate is the best medium armor that doesn't have a stealth disadvantage. Half plate is the best medium armor that does.
give me a sec. There, I have something for you to call.
Thank you. I'm gonna tell you right now, she cannot make hide black iron armor. That's not how metal works.
Ooh, that would have been really funny if somehow that happened, but
Crazy embroidery.
Crazy embroidery.
Crazy metal thread embroidery. Or like rivet patterns.
let's do a chain shirt.
Okay, so black iron chain shirt. I'll make that right now. Should be ready by tomorrow morning. It's gonna be a long night for me, though.
You got this.
I got this. All right, so that's a total of 4,050 gold.
Oh my god. Just to let everyone know, that is all of my platinum and almost all of my gold.
That's why the money's there.
Phelan learns budgeting.
Whee!
Now we have money, yes.
Phelan does in fact learn budgeting. Oh, that is sad, but that's gonna be worth it.
Listen, resistance is pretty good.
Especially if it means it's not something I need to be attuned to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That is all my money. And I probably should get rid of that ore as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ore gotten rid of.
Cool. As I am then plugging in the black iron chain shirt to drag into Phelan's inventory, I saw in Call, the last shop / location y'all wanted to visit was the Sybil Sanctuary and or the Academy if anyone wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my throat.
Oh no!
I would like to go to the sanctuary.
All right. So you head into the sanctuary. It is it's a pretty small temple, all things considered. It's not super flashy or ostentatious, but there's one stained glass window in the back, and other signs and holy symbols of the seer, one of the gods of Sideria. Tending the place is a tiefling young woman who is dressed almost head to toe, covered up everything except the eyes, in painted snakeskin leather robes.
Okay.
She looks over, she hears the door open, sees you enter. Welcome, traveler. What ails you?
Nothing. Clearly, my voice box ails me. No, I was just curious about the place.
Well, if it's a voice box, I would suggest seeing an apothecary or a herbalist or a doctor of some kind.
No. I'm okay.
I see. Well,
Great start.
great start. Great start. This, as you have probably guessed by the name, is a sanctuary where sibyls, like myself, work to deliver prophecies of the seer.
Oh, wait, your name's not Sybil?
No.
What's a Sybil?
A sibyl is a seer, one who works for the seer, capital letters at the top of their name.
Oh, okay. Well, lovely to meet you. What is your name?
My name is Figrea.
Vicarea. I like that. Lovely to meet you. I'm Nyx.
It is nice to meet you as well, Nyx.
So you do prophecies.
Yes.
Okay. How much would it be to get a prophecy?
Most of my prophecies tend to be for locals here. Travelers are also technically offer free, but they are encouraged to leave a donation.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. If you're not busy now, I wouldn't mind receiving one.
It is sunset, and the nighttime crowds are just about to come in for a couple last prophecies before either going home to dinner or going to the nightclub, so right now is probably your best bet for time today.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Do I leave a donation before or after?
Whichever you prefer. Again, it is against the teachings of the seer to demand payment. He leaves that up to the individuals who practice under him.
I shall leave 1 platinum piece.
Much obliged. Hold out your palm, if you would.
Does so?
She clasps your palm in hers, closes her eyes, and starts to speak. Before you lay many roads. The road that will give you closure you seek may not be the road of comfort. But sacrifices must be made to find something that can turn you into a new person at the end of that road. And then she starts shuddering, and then a voice that is definitely not hers starts speaking up. I have seen you in the stars, Copperpots. One day, you and I shall meet face to face in the city of the Yuan-Ti. And then she shudders again. But if comfort is what you seek, there is no shortage of places in Sedaria. You may settle down, should the road get too tiring. She opens her eyes, pats your hand. I trust that brought you some insight and comfort, Nyx?
Just like, has a very horrified face. Yes! Very insightful.
Excellent. Now then, I must be preparing, getting this place all cleaned up for the evening crowd.
Yeah, just one question. The seer, what does he normally sound like? Do you talk to him often?
Sometimes I give him my evening prayers. A true vision from the seer is not necessarily one of sound, per se. Sound is what we do as sibyls to make visions somewhat more understandable for those of us here below on the material plane.
Fair enough. Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Likewise.
They'll just like walk out, but like more hurried than they planned. And then like when they leave and close the door, they're just like, we're in big trouble. And then they'll go find the others.
Alrighty. I'm assuming everyone's set like a... Alright, everyone go shopping, meet back around this time in front of the inn meeting, so that's where I'm putting all of you.
Hmm?
Okay.
We're meeting back here, and then everyone wants to go to the nightclub.
Yeah. I think if it's like nighttime-ish, we'll save the academy for tomorrow.
It's around sunset.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me. So, nightclub? Ty kind of like looks between everybody.
Nightclub, nightclub,
Nightclub, nightclub.
Let's go.
All right.
Rylan, do you know what a nightclub is?
No?
Well, you will.
It's a club for nighttime.
All right.
Can someone like I enjoy a nightclub?
Yes.
Very well. I shall accompany you.
I'm sorry. I have a very bad feeling Tag's the only one who knows what a nightclub is.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Look,
I'm sure Nizip might know as well.
Nizip would know. Surely.
Megan was awakened in a town that was rebuilt by priests. I don't know. The wildest time she's probably had before going off to do paladin stuff was probably the library.
I don't know. Those sacraments go hard, you know.
Oons, 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 oons. All right. So, you head into the nightclub as dusk falls, and for being a kind of a rundown town, there are a lot of people gathered in here dancing. There's a group of bards on stage, but instead of like playing instruments, they're holding up their hands in the air and like bolts of electricity are popping out, and as they do, the electricity is making sounds. One of them is holding his hands around like a theremin, a very medieval-looking theremin, making noises out of that. Another has set up a miniature Tesla coil and is using that to play music. Like, it's playing the Inspector Gadget theme on Tesla coil. And a lot of people are around dancing to the sounds of lightning in the air, drinking very fancy-looking multicolored drinks, and having a mildly good crunkish time.
They're getting crunk.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, shall we get crunk as well?
Fuck.
I
Yes.
thought the nightclub was like a place to settle down for the night.
No, that's an inn.
Yeah, a nightclub is like the exact opposite of that. That's all I know.
Oh.
Already, with
So it's-
2 fancy cocktails in hand.
Oh my god. I turned my
Hell
back
yeah.
for 2 seconds.
Yeah, and the
This is
line
what
was
people
short
like
at the
to play
bar.
Oh, okay. I need a drink.
All right. So at the bar is a gruff-looking half-orc, half-ganassi. There's like signs of wave patterns in his swirled-back hair, a little wave tattoo under his right eye. He looks over and is like, "What'll it be?"
Something that will cleanse my mind for the night.
Fuzzy Odiug it is.
Please. Works for me.
All right. He starts brewing up. He goes over to a tap, opens it, and this like thick brown substance pours into a glass before he takes out various kinds of salts from beneath the rim, shakes them up, tosses one into the air as it spins around. It dumps a little bit of salt along the rim, catches it with his other hand as he dumps the rest of the salt into the drink, shakes up the drink as it like swirls into a multicolored rainbow, slides it over to you. I'll be keeping an eye on you for the tab.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
All right.
Take a sip.
So as you take a sip of the fuzzy Odiug, almost immediately as your lips touch the salt along the rim, they start to go numb. And you get like a tingly sensation in your fingers as you do.
Whew. Yep, I'll be having about 5 of these.
5 of these, and I'm gonna start recording a constitution check, but let's fucking go.
Well, not 5 straight
yeah.
away.
Party hard.
Party hard. Yeah, 5 in a row. I'm not even gonna have a check. You fail. You're drunk.
Hell yeah. I shall trot over to Helena and just be like, you need to try this. This is nice.
What do you think's in my left hand?
Oh. Listen, I don't know. Most of the time you mix things together and then you go, yeah. See? The drinking song started playing. That's how into it we are.
The party song. Let's go.
Yes, I shall enjoy my time for now.
All right. Nix and Helena are off getting crunk at Club Compass.
Hell yeah. This musical group, are they known at all in Sedaria? Because those are some pretty unique instruments.
Those are some very unique instruments, I say, using the phrase very unique, which I absolutely hate. But, we could, yeah, you can absolutely check. Since you are a bard, history with advantage.
Thank you. Give me a moment. We roll. That's a 23.
All right. So this is a group known as Boreas's Besties. They typically have like cold-based instruments as well, being that they are apparently besties with the personification of the North Wind. But because it is getting close to winter, they have switched up their act for a Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Your connection dropped out, sorry.
Yeah, my
fine.
my connection dropped out for a second. That was dumb. So I'm gonna start over. Okay, so Boreas's Besties typically have like cold and ice themed performances in the spring and summer months, but because it's cold already in autumn and you're in the plateau, which tends towards a colder environment, they switched to a lightning-based performance. But basically, their credo is our music is to indicate, like, a fraction of the power of our Lord the North Wind. So they are not only electronic musicians, they are heavily religious electronic musicians.
Ooh. That is me, Atwas, saying ooh. Tig is just like, man, this shit's cool. Huh. That is really fucking awesome. Also, listen, man, you describe a medieval theremin. I don't know how else to describe it other than probably fucking unique, custom-made, single one out of one in the whole world.
Yeah. It's not unique that I have the issue with. It's the combination very unique, implying that something can be more or less unique than something else.
Oh.
I mean, this is a conversation for another time.
Yeah, our post-show is going to be entirely discussing the intricacies of unique.
Hell yeah! Well, thank you for explaining. I was gonna ask if there would be... I was gonna ask for rumor things, but then I was like, no, you can't hear jack shit in a fucking nightclub.
You can certainly try, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Yeah, no. That's like... A single head tilt would be like, nah, fuck this shit, it's way too loud. Tig is... gonna grab a drink and keep an eye on Foylan, who admitted to not knowing what a nightclub was.
Yeah, Foylan, how are you doing in the nightclub?
Just kind of in the corner, just so confused.
In the corner
Probably-
of a solo cup.
Probably just trying to find my way to find anyone else that I recognize, because there's a lot of people, it's very loud, and I don't know what's going on. Probably just gonna go find Tig.
Yeah, they're socially aware that Foylan stopped in the middle of a crowd of people. Yeah, they just kind of like go over, grab Foylan by the sleeve, take over to like a side and just, you good?
That'll be good.
Do you want to go back to the inn? We can walk.
Looks over to Nyx and Helena, who are drinking each other under the table.
Loser pays the tab!
I'm not being
idea.
landed with Helena's tab.
Fine.
Yeah,
Megan
just-
walks.
Good
Megan walks
idea.
up and said, Megan walks up.
I will attend to them. You escort Trill.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
Nizip is also drinking very light and just keeping an eye on everyone, and especially keeping track of their tabs.
I'll say for balance purposes, Helena's tab is not going to be a factor in how much you have to pay, because otherwise I don't think you would have the treasure hoards.
I meant the party members. Sorry,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care. Helena is a big girl. She pays for her own stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Her share of the treasure hoard is entirely dedicated to her tab.
Yeah.
Good for her. Yeah, Ty will shoot off a quick, like, message, parentheses, cantrip message to Nizip, be like, walking Phelan back. I'll probably be back later. And,
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah. You escort
buddy system!
Yeah, you escort sweet baby boy back to the nightclub.
The end.
But yeah, back to the nightclub.
Yeah, back to the nightclub for this.
Away from the nightclub.
Away from the
Back-
nightclub. Back to the nightclub as a prank, and then away from the nightclub. I'm very good at my job. Anyway.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Alright. So, as you head back to the nightclub, more dancers have piled in. It's getting close to, like, the end of Boreas' besties set. The various companions are also at the bar. Tig is, like, not you, Tig. Again, I'm very good at my job. Barcott is at the bar, like, dipping an arrow into one of the fuzzy Odiugs, being like, I wonder if this can be used for poison. That would be hella neat.
Actually.
Meanwhile, Brondish is trying to give a lecture on the various properties of this particular alcohol to Carolina, who's just making notes on her map going, There's a pile of steins, like 12 high, over by Elena.
Ah, it's a light day, huh?
I mean, I want to hear more of the music, and I can't do that if I'm having to yell for more beer.
Very true.
Alright. 10 minutes pass, and then Boreas' band reaches the end of their set. There's thunderous applause, and things start to settle down. People start going home from the nightclub.
Atwa saying, hell yeah, gamers. Tig saying, oh, I thought it would have been over later.
Yeah.
Bartender calls over. Most people are here for the band. We tend to keep going, but it's only like super regulars and sailors who tend to be here after.
Tracks.
I do a bit of instrumenting myself. Is the stage open?
You'd have to ask the owner.
Would they be willing to be asked?
I don't know, they're kinda surly. Says the very surly half-orc.
Well, in that case, if you would not mind, I would be happy to be pointed in their direction.
He literally points in the direction of a pretty even stocky by Furbolg standards. Furbolg, a big forest half-giant in the corner, smoking a huge-ass cigar and playing a card game with himself. It looks like some very elaborate form of solitaire.
Ooh, fun. Yeah. Tig will go over, and just... Pardon, I was told that you were the owner. Is the stage free?
Stages are only as free as the chains we break on them.
Understandable. In that case. Ty's just gonna take that as a fucking yes and go up and start tooting their bass.
Alright, fair enough. He looks up, shrugs, goes back to solitaire.
Listen, if he meant no, he'd have said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tig is gonna, take some time. Night is still young. Play a few songs, workshop a few lyrics, show some people a good time. if they
Awesome. I'm not going to have any particular check for this. The sailors in here are drunk enough to appreciate just about anything, and I'll take it as, like, you're playing adequately. You are doing your job. We're not going to use an inspiration to have you play correctly.
Oh, good, thank you.
The tips you get at the end of the night after you play a session are enough to take the tab for the total party down to 10 gold.
Julio.
Oh god, what was it before that?
Oh, you know.
Oh. I know.
I don't, actually.
Oh, you know.
If you have to ask. Well, yeah, you know. Anyway.
I pay off the rest of the tab.
All right.
Thank you.
The bartender gives like a grunt and a nod of appreciation. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yep, I shall make sure those in my party
But-
get escorted home.
But I like here.
Megan,
I know
Have
you
you
do.
considered it?
Megan, gently, Megan gently holds Nix's hand and says,
Come now, Nix. We must return to our quarters.
Have you
Why is it-
considered, Master Copperpots, that you can have a very good many heres to choose from?
Oh, that's a lot of here's.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best here?
Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out, right? Leaves.
Let's go find it here. Come on, Elena, just drags her.
All right. You're heading back to the inn?
Yes.
Yippers.
Is there...
All right. You head back to the inn in various degrees of wasted and take a nice rest. No random encounters for the night rolled because you are, in fact, resting and there's no need to watch in a town that is not full of crime.
Hope not.
So, dawn then arrives. I think I accidentally
look like?
didn't move the day forward. Uh-oh. There we go.
We're here
should be late.
forever.
Oh, see, we found the Groundhog Day town. We gotta solve the puzzle.
Ah, hell.
Oh boy, it's puzzle time. Alright, so, morning has come. So, the black iron chain shirt and the balanced javelin are now ready.
"Yay!"
As well as one of Tig's jewelry, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I believe the
Yes.
jewelry is also ready.
The star rose quartz ring.
Because I've still got 2 rings that should probably still be a bit down the line, because I don't think I was getting my stuff back till the 9th.
I believe so, yes. Alright. So, as you all gather downstairs, have a bit of complimentary breakfast, Carolina heads over. So, nice enough town. Where are we heading after? And if y'all have no idea, I've got a couple of ideas.
Anywhere there's treasure is fine by me.
Well, that's very good, 'cause it's a bit of a hike, but technically within one day is the Chasm of Crying Winds that was right next to Cal Bellinor, where we're pretty sure one of the treasure hoards was. If we don't want to fuck with Pandemonium, we could look to the south in the coastline somewhere. Should be a lot safer.
I mean,
For me.
What works for you? There were two options.
Either or. They both work for me.
Okay.
I mean, we could.
Sorry, you just said it in a way that seemed definitive.
We could go south first and warm up a little.
I would hardly call the hell winds a warm up.
Not.
Yeah. Oh, south is not the hell winds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Warm up for the winds.
Okay. Okay,
Sure,
in that
we can
case,
do
let's
stuff
go
then.
to not hell winds.
All right. So, did you want to stop by the academy or just head straight out?
Oh, right, the academy.
Yeah. Let's go there first. Oh yeah, rest.
Also,
That was
click the
tough.
long rest button if you've not. Or if you need to.
Probably should, yeah.
Probably should.
We should just make a habit of it.
Oh yeah, Helena's got hit dice to recover. Where is she? Let's go learn some things.
Let's learn some things. All right, so the academy, as you head into Gazanir Academy, has a couple of different branches as you step through the doors. There is like one major wing for like training of town guards and soldiers and the like rank and file, and then a more specialized wing with a whole bunch of different subcategories that has an arrow pointing to it that said would-be adventurers, and then following that has arrows that point towards various classes of adventurer, like a fighter, mage, and then the mage splits off into, where'd you get your powers? None of your business. I studied. Born with it, baby.
Okay.
Etc. All this is to say, it looks like there are teaching classrooms dedicated to the various classes of adventurer. You probably don't need them at this point because you're level 6 and decked out with magical items, but they are there for beginning adventurers, and that's very nice of them.
It's like in Pokemon where you start and they make you go to the school and look at the blackboard. But
God,
you've played
Wade.
about 10 games already and you're like, I don't need no blackboard.
Yeah.
I know what the status conditions are. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Is there any, like, lectures or anything going on?
Let me check.
The other thing is, I mean, if you thought of multi-classing,
Oh,
good in character way, I guess.
True.
There is a class for paladins that is being taught by a man named Father Pritchard.
Cool. I think I already know how to hit things.
As much as I would love to, Paladin is not the multi-class I am going with, though it does get stupid strong.
Well,
It is a bit, MAD, you know, but if you already have the charisma, you
mm,
taste metal. Anyway.
yeah, if this is like mainly a multi-class thing, that is not something I want to explore.
Oh,
I
that was
wanna
just
be
me,
all
like,
warlock.
saying that.
All warlock all the time. Other than that, I don't think there's anything I'd really want to do.
Okay. Shall we skip town then?
Well, are there any, besides the father, are there any, like, other professors of note who are around here?
Yes, there is one for just about every class. The one for the none of your business, wizards, hint hint, is a man named, Willard Farbonte.
Oh my god. The none of your business class. Well, if you're hidden
Yeah, spelled it right, let's go.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see who this is.
Alright. You peer into the none of your business class, and see that there is, an old man with gray hair, and glasses and, like, a thick mustache, filling out some paperwork, with a young tiefling child playing around his desk as he does so.
Ah. Nick's just leaning at the door. It's like when the doors have like little windows, Nick's just peering through.
I see you!
To build up to this social interaction as much as possible, is there anything that like is in the room to indicate what his class is?
There's signs pointing, right?
Yes, yeah, there's signs pointing to it.
No, like anything in the class to indicate what his like class
Yeah,
is.
none of your business.
Yeah, it's none of your business. There's like a wand mounted up on the wall.
Damn. Unsubtle wizard.
Nick's walking into a classroom being like, who do you call daddy? Anyway.
What? Shoot, I want to talk to him, but I don't know how to initiate this.
What's up, Daddy-O? I heard you
You're
was...
just giving a good entry.
Did anyone else go with Nick's? I guess is the question.
Yeah.
Nick's just wandered off.
I'm
it's
going
more,
to
I don't
school!
want it just to be like... Yeah, it's more just that I want to be like, hi,
Right.
Well, Nick,
To be
you should just go
fair-
ask them who their sugar mama or daddy is, and that's a
Wait,
great
what is this
conversation
coming
starter.
from?
Yeah, where is that coming from?
Where's this daddy thing
Warlocks.
coming from?
Yeah,
Warlocks.
warlocks.
May surpass you to know I do not have a daddy nor a dad. I mean, I probably do have a dad. I've never met him.
Press X to doubt.
I don't know what kind of pact you have, but someone's giving you your powers. You gotta sugar something.
Well, Nick doesn't
Probably.
fucking know. Also, listen. This is me, Atwas, talking directly to Nyx. This guy's literally a professor. It's literally his fucking job to teach people.
That's true. Well, Nyx is always looking to discover it. Alright, they'll knock on the door.
The door is open.
Opens the door. Hello?
Uh,
Sir?
Willard looks up, adjusts his glasses. You're a bit old to be one of my usual charges.
Oh, sorry. We were just coming to visit. I got curious about your, signs.
Yes. When I'm not taking care of the little ones like this one here, I, teach ones in similar situations how to properly handle themselves in society.
Oh, like, you mean just social skills?
That is among them, yes.
Good, because I think some of us could do with some. That was a joke, Nizip.
Yeah, they're staring down at you disappointedly.
What? You guys told me to relax more! Anyway, nice to meet you. I mean, we were just here exploring, but if you wouldn't mind a chat, I wouldn't mind talking. I've been trying to discover some things that I think a professor could help.
The tiefling child pulls on Willard's robe. Daddy, I want orange juice. There's some orange
I was about to
juice.
say this is. I was about to say this is definitely an appy juice kid.
This is
Yeah.
an apple juice kid. There's some orange juice in the pantry. And the child runs off to go get it. He looks up. Did you also want orange juice?
Is that okay?
Is it okay to drink orange? I should certainly hope it is okay to drink orange juice if you ask politely.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Retrieve some orange juice for our friend, young one, while you're there, he calls over. Okay.
They're so sweet.
Little baby.
The little baby tiefling comes over with 2 cups of orange juice, hands one to you. I spilled it a little.
It's okay, thank you.
Oh, welcome.
So cute. How old do they look?
Like, very, very young. Like, 6 at the most.
love how they got one for Nyx and not for Nis.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Your friend didn't
you share?
ask.
You didn't want one?
Nyx, I am just here to make sure you don't get lost in over your head or hurt in some way.
And when have I ever done that?
You just see their smile just hand to dead seriousness.
Baldy's basics.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know.
I get it. Sips.
Just ask the man more about how your magic works already.
Well, I'm sorry you're in a rush. I will sit, if allowed.
You may, he says.
Listen, he doesn't know how to handle themselves around teachers. But no, they might as well be royalty for all I'm concerned. Okay, so basically, I have these magic powers, which through traveling, I can only really assume is warlock variety. And we've kind of narrowed down that it may have originated from the Feywilds, the Autumn Court specifically. I'm just not too sure where exactly it's coming from, like patron-wise.
Well, many of my charges tend to have dealings with a lower cult than the one you are dealing with. I would say to consider yourself fortunate, but in my experience, those bestowed with such powers tend to have problems with the moral code. I would say if your patron has not contacted you to reveal themselves or make any sort of demand, you should consider yourself among the luckier ones.
Oh, so if I was in contact, that'd be bad.
That it would. Often the moral code, to emphasize this once again, of those who give people like you or my charges such strange powers, does not align with modern society.
Oh. Wait, so would this have been a thing I'd have had to accept it, or would it have just been forced on me?
Well, that is rather immaterial now that you have these powers. Whatever they interpreted as acceptance has, well, been accepted.
Okay, it's just, Okay, I'll cut it brief. Basically, I don't have any memories from before I was 12. So, I can't remember if I ever made a dealing. I don't know if I have a patron, what they look like. That's what I'm struggling with.
I see. He
So,
goes
could
once
it
more
have-
back to his paper, does some more, like, scribbling,
Okay.
signing on it. And this bothers you.
Could it? I mean, it's not like troubling or anything. It's just more curiosity.
A word of advice. Often curiosity is better when not indulged.
I know, but it's just I come this far and I have a solace coming back to where I was found, but it's just a little thing in my mind that I feel like there's more missing. Like, I've narrowed it down to I may have come from the Feywild. I dream about it a lot. Could this could this deal have caused the memory loss at all?
That is a side effect of many deals I've seen come through the door.
But I just don't get why a child would make a deal like that.
Nor do I, which is why I take it upon myself to set these children on a more proper path.
Oh. Well, yes, I wish I could have met you all those years ago.
Yes, you should have.
Yeah, me and my mom were a bit away, and then the whole thing with Augustine, we had to move.
Tragic.
I mean, my mom's great, but just not magic-oriented, more superstition-oriented.
And?
Not that that's bad, I just... Coming back here, my powers have sort of come back. I've been putting them more to use. I don't know, I don't know if it's been strengthened because I'm back in Sideria, or if I've just been put in trouble. It's a mess.
Yes, that it is.
I mean, not that the power's dangerous. I guess a solid answer is what I want, but maybe you're right.
It seems you and I are at cross purposes. You seek to understand and grow these powers. That is not what I teach. What I teach is control, and what I teach are manners.
Control and manners, okay.
Oh, trust me, they've got a lot of manners.
I'll believe that when I see it.
They look guilty at hearing that, like, I wasn't doing good manners. Okay, well, I don't want to take up more of your time. Just, if you could give me any advice on such control, just like something simple, what would it be?
Using these powers wantonly is not something one should do. If one needs to survive, I suppose it is acceptable. But beyond that, simply blasting your problems with a ray from your hands is not done in civilized society.
Don't blast your problems away, okay.
Fortunately, society's not as civilized as it pretends to be.
Well, then it's our job to make it so, is it not?
Can't argue with that.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. My powers have been coming out in more a elusive sense. I can turn invisible now. Longer. I guess that's a step in the right direction?
Seems a step in the direction of pranks.
Huh. Well, they do say the Fae can be tricksy. But I don't want to cause trouble. I'll use it responsibly.
Yes, you should.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate this.
Indeed.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Goodbye, nice people. The little tiefling child
Goodbye.
waves.
Bye. It was lovely
Bye,
to meet
little
you.
one.
Thank you for the juice.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your time, sir.
Of course. Right. And so, you all gather back and head out of town. We're going to take a break right here before we go adventuring. But we will see you all after break when we get hydrated or dehydrated. Don't go anywhere. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back. We're going to take a trip down south to see if we can find treasure. Woo!
Woo!
Quickest,
Whoa, way down south in the land of treasure.
quickest way is down to the tower, so that's the way we are gonna go. Woo!
Woo woo!
All right. So, you head down that way, down towards the desert, as it starts getting hotter as opposed to colder, and then as dusk arrives, oh yeah, it does in fact get colder. So, we settle in for one more cold desert evening as we go and set up our watches. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, it's watching time. Perception.
Don't forget the sentinel shield.
Yes, I did not forget the Sentinel Shield.
All right. So it's a pretty quiet night. A little bit windy, considering your proximity to the Cavern of Crying Winds. But other than that, nothing dangerous during your watch.
Okay, good.
All right, second watch.
Second watch.
Damn, okay.
Nice.
Alright. I just need to go see something real quick. Don't mind me. I'm not doing anything evil.
Oh, perfect. Even better.
Oh, lovely.
You're not evil, you're a neutral arbiter of the world. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a neutral arbiter of the world. Things just happen when I decide they happen.
Who are we to argue?
Yeah, exactly. Alright. And... Okay. There is a dust storm nearby that is just whirling back and forth near the camp.
Lovely.
Looking inside, they are like throwing dust, sand, and debris everywhere. So the dust storm, that is throwing all sorts of sand everywhere. So it's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. But so far, it looks like the dust storm's not like causing any immediate danger to your health.
I think it's even funnier thinking that with the dust storm, especially with Waylon, because of the ring, it's just kind of floating around him.
With just an aura of get that shit off of me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's more like it lands on you and then slides off like water.
Let's go.
Alright. And yes indeed, as the dust storm settles down, third watch, the weather starts getting a lot calmer and a lot less, dust, sand, coarse, rough, irritating, getting everywhere. Which is a welcome change as the sun rises and you all pack up and head over towards the tower. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Managing to get there before any random encounters.
Nice.
Alright. So, climbing up, once again, the Tower of Sideria's Desert. You ascend, activate the rune, and with the glow are transported across Sideria down to the southern coastline. Right.
God, these towers rock.
Fast travel, so good. Alright. So, as you are here, there are a couple of hexes unexplored around you, and you would wager that if you're looking for, according to Carolina's treasure map, the second Tower of Sideria's south, it would be somewhere around here. We just need to figure out whereabouts.
Well, I mean, a beacon to all seeking fortune from afar. Smells like a lighthouse to me.
Yeah.
That would make sense. There might be one down south.
Yeah. At least get to a hex where there is coastline. So yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a straight south one, I guess.
Straight south. You will manage to just get into the hex by the end of the day, and we'll start looking at the start of the next day. As dusk falls, it's once more watching time.
Alright, time to see if the mega crab comes back.
I'm sure she's busy.
Yeah. You're on very careful watch, but see no mega crabs.
Thank God.
Alright. Second watch.
Yeah. Oof.
You also catch no wind of any mega crabs.
No crabs is good crabs. Unless you're
Yes.
in Louisiana.
Nissa, please.
True.
Okay.
Okay. It's a suspiciously crabless night. Or perhaps a fortunately crabless night tonight.
Hells yeah.
Alright. Dawn arrives, and the group goes searching for the lighthouse. I'm not gonna have any survival rolls. It's a lighthouse, and your passive survival on a take 10 would probably be enough to find it.
Fair.
I mean,
Look out,
we're meant to be
guys! The
seen.
lighthouse is hostile.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's a gazebo.
incite the lighthouse!
God.
Alright. So, as I go pull up the description of said lighthouse. Right. Arriving at the lighthouse, you see it is pretty darn big. It's actually taller than Prospect Spire, which is the name of the tower you use to travel to the south. There is the ticking of some clockwork machinery inside, and an ever-rotating beacon at the top of it. Even in the daylight, you can see it shining for quite some time. But then, as the half hour comes to a stop, you can suddenly hear, like, a stop the ticking, a whir, and then the light fizzles out. There's like a grinding sound from within, and the lighthouse just stops moving.
Does it restart at all?
Nope.
Well, that's not good.
No, it is not. Now,
Even if we want the treasure, we should probably go fix that.
I was going to say the exact opposite,
yeah.
but if you want to do that, go ahead.
I mean, it would be inconvenient to have a lot of shipwrecks, but... Wait, what do you mean exact opposite? What were you going to suggest?
I was going to say we're not lighthouse mechanics, and I don't want to break anything more than is already broken.
Smart.
Can't be that hard.
I can always just call Vorny and have him help me through it.
We'll see if he knows anything.
Crossed.
All right. In the meantime, those of us who probably shouldn't be repairing a lighthouse, the clue says, to find the treasure, you start at the end, the chest that only a trickster can open.
Finally.
Yes,
But me, I'm not a trickster.
I mean, you're probably the closest thing to a trickster we have.
We should have recruited the clown.
Should have known.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Alas.
Need to call up the clown.
So, what does it say again? Sorry.
To begin your hunt, start at the end. The chest that only a trickster can open.
And is there a chest?
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Of course. No, that's Helena. Go away.
I don't investigate. I don't trick people. I'm honest when I say I'm drunk.
That's true. 6.
6. You got no clue what to look for.
Start at the end. The only trickster can open. And we're at the tower now, right?
You're at the tower.
So would the end be the top of the tower?
You climb up to the top of the tower. It is
The cow.
the cower. Moo. You climb up to the top of the tower. It is incredibly intricate and complicated looking machinery in there, but also machinery from 100 or so years ago. And looking around, there doesn't seem to be a manual, which would explain why no one so far has come to fix this place.
Okay.
At the top of the tower, though, there is, like, dangling from a rope that is affixed to a wall, with another sturdy rope. Sorry, let me re-describe that. I was describing it wrong. So, There's a box that's affixed to the wall at the top of the tower, and there's a sturdy rope hanging from one side, frayed slightly at the ends, as if a lot of hands have been grasping it over the years. There's a faint green glow that emanates from the edges of the box.
A faint green glow.
Yes.
And is this in reach?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tap it with my staff?
You tap the box. Dunk, dunk.
Dunk.
It donks. Seems like it's a box.
Okay. It's just I don't know whether to touch it if it's glowing.
I want everyone to know that Tig is casting this specifically because they're interested in lighthouse mechanics, but since we're here and they're going to cast Detect Magic, and it's going to be within radius, like, shebang.
Alright. So, the lighthouse itself does not appear to be magical. It is a lot of intricate, ancient, and complex clockwork machinery. So, the box has abjuration magic inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah, call that up. Abjuration. Odd. Strange.
How come?
I don't know, it's just not really the type of magic that one would really expect. I mean, if anything, a lighthouse, a place that produces light, like one would think conjuration, but I mean, if you don't know what the mechanism does, then it makes as much sense as anything else. But yes,
Now,
abjuration for certain.
For the non-magic users, what type of magic is abjuration magic?
If I, Atwas, recall correctly, that's the defensive kind.
Yes,
Like protective defensive kind, yeah.
that is correct.
Which is why Tig is like, huh, that's odd. Anyway.
Is there a lock on this box?
So, there are hinges, and a lid to it, that are attached to the rope. But without touching the rope, the hinges don't move.
Okay. Just don't move. Okay.
I'm not sure I am picturing this right in my head.
Yeah, neither
Okay,
mind.
so there's a box. One side of it is basically screwed into the wall, so it is standing there.
Okay.
The box is like simple hinges and a lid. There's no lock on it. It's just like up top, the lid will open. The lid doesn't open if you try to like manually push it by hand, but there is a rope attached to the lid, and that is just kind of attached to the lid and then droops down over the side of the box, able to be messed with.
Right.
I try lifting the rope.
All right, you grab and pull at the rope. The lid lifts a little as you test pulling the rope, sliding back and upwards slightly. And as you look inside, there is a shimmering key inside the box.
Ooh, nice. Right. Do you want to touch that, or should I?
Well, hey, can one of you hold this rope up just that little bit?
Sure.
Oh my god, use your scarf.
That's literally what I was about. Well, the scarf is going to be what I'm putting into the box to grab the key.
All
So I
right.
don't stick my hand in the box.
Well, you have 3 hands now, effectively.
True. Either way, I'm using the scarf to reach in and grab the key.
You attempt to use the scarf to reach in and grab the key as you, like, hold the rope. You've only opened it a little to, like, get your eyes to see inside. If the scarf could fit in, it's not open enough to, like, pull the key out because the key's too thick. Whoever's holding the rope, you try to pull more to open it more, but the rope is stuck beyond, like, eyesight levels of lifting up the lid. The effort feels, like, unnatural to pull harder. The rope resists as you try to pull it more.
Can Swift
Okay.
try to, like, go in?
She she can try to go in. She would not be able to get the key out because, again, it's not opening wide enough to get the key through.
Okay.
So we find the end of the rope.
End of the rope is kind of free floating. So one end of the rope is fastened onto the lid. The other end is like freely dangling over the side.
Wait, I've got an idea. Can I hold the key and then Misty Step to try and drag the key out with me?
No.
Ooh, funky.
What?
It's not big enough to reach your hand inside.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Oh, so when we're talking a crack, we're talking like a
We're talking
barely
a
squint through
crack.
your fingers type of thing. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Sorry, I thought we could touch the key at least. That's fair
No.
enough.
No.
What
No,
was
no,
the
no.
first riddle we got again? About something at the end?
Yeah. It was to start at the end, and I think we're there. And then
Chest only a trickster can open.
just only a trickster can open.
Oh, riddles.
Hey, can I take a closer look at these mechanisms and shit to see if I can figure out if, like, how they're connecting, or at least, like, an idea of how they're intended to work and put together?
Yeah, sure. Perception check.
All right.
Unless anyone wants to unscrew the hinges, we just pop the top off.
21.
What
That was
the
a
fuck was that?
natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, yeah.
Artificer said, hold my wrench.
All right.
Hold my wrench.
So, it appears that along with some like wear and tear along chains and wires that are connecting the clockworks, some of them just like have mixed up what wires go where. Because it would seem like from a first glance that, oh yeah, you're supposed to connect this belt to these two gears, but actually that belt is supposed to move those gears without touching them at all, and it's very complicated, but eventually does make sense when you look at it. As you continue investigating, you note that the gears and clockwork and whatnot have nothing to do with the box and the rope. Whatever this puzzle is, only the box and the rope are involved with opening it to get the key.
Oh, okay.
Tig busy, like, they're like flat on their back, kind of like tracing shit out, trying to visualize it. Sit straight up. I might call Vwani for this. Anyway, that's separate. So, don't fuck with any of that, please.
Okay. I'm just doing some quick research.
Research.
Research. See, I went to school.
You went to school and met the worst professor. The worst professor for your purposes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
One
throughout
day.
that conversation, both I and Tig were having opinions, but we weren't there, so.
Damn it! So, I can channel spells through Swift, but it's got to be a range of touch, which Misty Step isn't.
Isn't?
No, it's just a self spell.
Oh, it's a range of self, right? Because that's different.
Mhm.
Damn.
I don't even know if I've
You
got
know,
a touch spell.
Sometimes there are some things that only a real casting of Mage Hand can help with. I say that because the floating hand can appear at a point I choose.
Mm.
Still
So,
can't get the key out the box.
true, but it can help at least move it up, or at least investigate within it, right?
True.
All right, can I
Well,
shove
we'll
Swift
see if
in?
it'll even allow a Mage Hand to
Yeah.
be cast within it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
It's a spectral hand, and the mage hand grabs the key, tries moving it upward. As you do, as you pull the key upward, the rope seems to get tighter and tighter, allowing less and less room.
Oh.
Huh.
Wait.
Interesting. Yeah, drops it. Give more slack on the rope.
Oh, so the more we pull it up, the more the rope tightens.
Yeah.
Maybe if we push it.
Push it, yeah.
Yeah. You push the rope inward, and easily the lid opens on the box.
Hey, there we go.
Yay.
Thanks, Ty.
I understand not, but results are results.
Start at the end.
Yeah. Start at the end, only a trickster would think, I don't pull a rope, I push a rope.
Push a rope. Oh, I like that. All right, I pick up the key.
Alright. You pick up the key. It's very shiny. Alright. So the next part says the key to this chest opens the entryway you've already crossed.
So
This is very
it opens the
opposites,
door
isn't
to
it?
The lighthouse.
I would guess so, yeah.
All right,
I'm
I go to
assuming
the
let's
door.
Go down and close the door, use the key, and see if it opens somewhere else.
Alright.
How's moving castle style?
So, you head down the lighthouse, close the door, put the key in, and turn it. There's a loud click, and as you open the door, you find yourself in an entirely different room. Like, it's shifting ever so slightly, as if you're a ship on the waves, and you can hear the creaking of wood and splashing of water all around you. At the center of the room you're in, a large, dust-covered table dominates the space. It's got a tablecloth on it, and as you pull it back, there's something peculiar beneath. There's a compass glued to the center of the table, and underneath it are words that are drawn onto the wood, this side up, and an arrow that is pointing unmistakably southward. Beyond this room, there is a corridor that is leading onward. It's a pretty narrow hallway, but it leads onward and then turns, and apparently has some more turns beyond that. I'm going to go pull up a picture of the table while I can.
So wait, there's an arrow on the table, but it's like, oh, there we go. Yeah, the compass is pointing the other way. This side up. If we move the table, is the compass going to move with it?
You pick up the table. Let me actually double check how the compass moves, because that is part of the puzzle to move the table.
Ho ho ho!
Alright. As you pick up the table, the compass arrow is frozen, but it'll always show the direction 180 degrees from the drawn arrow.
Always showed the direction. Oh, okay. Huh. But there is something about moving the table, though.
You can, in fact, move the table.
Cool.
You said the compass was glued to the
Yeah.
table?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
so
give
is it
me universal
possible?
solvent.
Is it possible to orient? If sorry. Coming back to Outlaws, just to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. So, if you move the table, even if you move the orientation of the table, the needle stays opposite to the side up.
Yes. So, like, the
Okay.
original position, you confirm with various sources that can identify it. The original position is pointing to true north. But as you rotate it, the compass needle does not move, and it's always the opposite direction of the this side up.
Oh. Huh. I mean, I guess you could rotate the table so that it points north, as in up on a compass row,
Mhm.
so that this side up is on the south, and so
Yeah.
the compass would point north. Yeah, you're
That's
picking
what
up what
I-
I'm throwing down. Thank
Yeah.
you, Queen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking just flip the table around so it's pointing up.
Yeah.
Alright, you flip the table around so it's pointing up. You get the feeling there's probably more steps to the puzzle you haven't gotten to see yet.
Okay. Is there anything under the table?
Nope.
Okay.
Flip the table 90 degrees on its y-axis.
Dunk, dunk. There's still the corridor that's leading onward, and there doesn't appear to be anything blocking you.
What? That could possibly not have anything to do with it.
The word of the gods said.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
If
So-
God said not all pieces are here, yeah, we'll continue onwards.
Okay. So, you head down a narrow hallway, like, just narrow enough to carry a table through, if you decided to carry a table that way. And along one side of this hallway, there are 5 paintings hanging in sequence, their frames tarnished but intact. Each of them depict a landscape bathed in light, yet they differ at what time they're showing. In order, from first to last that you pass, they depict sunset, sunset, dawn, sunset, and dusk. Yeah.
Dusk.
Then,
These are paintings.
Interesting.
These are paintings. Then as you pass the paintings, eventually you arrive at a dead end. The stone passage narrows down into a solid wall. Mounted on the surface, there are 4 spears affixed to axes, and each one is capable of, rotating a full 360 degrees around. The tips of these spears are intricately carved with the symbol of the sun, rays stretching outward in all directions. Next to the spears, there are 4 holes arranged in a rectangular pattern on the wall, and at the very center of this formation, there is a compass etched into the stone, with its needle unmarked.
Please tell me there's an image for that.
No, but you're not gonna need it.
Okay, because that is a lot of information.
I can redecorate it. As you see the image, you go back, get the table, and drag it over. The 4 rectangular indentations look like they could be table leg indentations, so you move it and shift it into place so that it locks in. And now, north is pointing downward.
This side is pointing up.
This side is
Yes.
pointing up, and north is down.
Okay.
Yeah.
My loss.
Sorry, I said 4 spears, there are actually 5. There are 5 spears that can be rotated.
Okay.
So if we rotate the spears, does it rotate the table?
No.
Table is in the 4 holes indentation with the compass in the center.
Yes.
Okay. So we basically have the image in front of us on a wall.
That is
that
correct.
Flipped upside down from what it is right now.
Yeah. So this
5
side up,
spears next to it.
5 spears next to it, and you passed paintings on the way here.
5 paintings on the way here.
Okay.
Can we move the paintings?
They are, you can move the paintings. Those are the only places to hang the paintings up.
It was
What
sunset,
happened-
sunset, dawn, sunset, dusk
Yes.
for the
Yep.
order.
What happens if we rotate the spears?
You rotate the spears and hear some clicking noises as you do, as if that is what will open up a lock, if they're all arranged in the right position.
Okay.
Pause. So spears affixed to the wall. Is it as though they're plunged into the wall and you're rotating a pencil like
no.
this, or is it that they're horizontal and you rotate
Yeah.
it like arms on a clock?
Arms on a clock.
I was
that
gonna say whatever position we would think the clock would be, dawn, dusk, and sunset is probably what we want to put the 5 spheres.
Oh, yeah, because 5 spears, 5 paintings. So yeah.
I don't know what time would be considered dawn, dusk, and sunset though.
Uh,
I don't
Carolina's
know.
like,
dawn.
Wait, your earliest watch. You should know when dawn is.
That's true. When does dawn normally happen?
dawn normally happens around 6.
So yeah, we'll put
Oh, okay.
3rd spear pointing towards what would be 6. What time does dusk normally happen?
Dusk normally happens around 8 p.m.
5th spear to 8, and then sunset happens, 2 hours before that, I assume?
Around 2 hours before, yeah.
So,
6 a.m., 6 p.m. Makes sense.
so 4 of them to 6, 1 of them to 8.
All right. Nothing happens.
Hmm.
But why is the compass here, though? Says Carolina.
Well, the sun rises
Fuck
in
with
the
us.
east and sets in the west.
West.
So there's that. So, I'm guessing, dawn would be in east, right? Sunset would be west. Dusk would then be either north or south, I suppose?
Or a like northwest kind of.
With a shot.
All right.
One pointing to 6, one pointing to 3, and then 3 pointing to, I guess, first try like what, 10, 11.
You know what? That solution actually does work given the clues. So, clicking over to point the arms roughly towards where the sun is at those times of day, you hear a click, and then the room rotates around as it does, the compass spinning more until the compass breaks out of the glass that's holding it into a flat plane and points upward. You look to follow it upward, and the floating ghost of a man in a tricorn hat and a long coat is floating above you. Ah! Treasure seekers be ye!
I?
There's a ghost.
I indeed! Well, I can take you there, through the waters that no living man can. But could you entertain me for a bit first?
Sorry, do you know how this lighthouse works, by the way? Tig, completely ignoring all this shit, has been, tracking shit. Do you know how this works, by the way?
Yes!
Oh, sorry, entertainment. I can do that. I can help you fix it, too. Hold on.
What do I have
Tig
need for
just-
fixing it for? I'm dead!
Tig shrugs. They're still tuning their loot, though.
Yeah.
How would one like entertainment?
Well, land dwellers, it's been a long time since I've had company. I wish to see if my sharp wit was as sharp as me blade in life. Answer me riddles, 4 in total, and the treasure's yours. Fail, and I'll laugh me last laugh at you. Do you accept?
Not that we have much of a choice.
Aye, aye.
I can't hear you!
Aye,
Aye, Captain.
Fuck you.
Oh! What is full of holes but still holds water?
A sponge.
Sponge.
Aye, correct! What belongs to you but is used by others when they see you?
Name.
Correct! I can take you anywhere, but I can never walk. I'm filled with treasure, but I never talk. What am I?
A map.
A map, you say? I sure hope you have a map because it looks like you need to do more reading, if you even can. Yarr! His vicious mockery strikes you hard, Megan.
It's a compass, isn't it?
27 psychic damage.
Yikes!
Yeah. Yeah. A compass, you say? Oh, look at me, I've got a compass. What? You think that's gonna help you? This one points up. Maybe it needs to point down because your head's up your ass if you think it's a compass.
Is it a chest?
12 psychic damage. Yeah.
How can a chest take you anywhere?
Yeah. A chest? You bleeding idiot! A chest is what goes with you. You don't ride on it. But then again, I see you lack much of one as is. Yeah. Vicious mockery, 16
What?
psychic damage.
Wait, what a Ow!
At this point, I put up a psychic link. Okay, we're not gonna just blurt out answers now. We're gonna actually walk through them before we start saying things.
Sounds like a plan.
Could you repeat the riddle? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
can
in chat-
take
they're
you
in the game
anywhere,
chat.
but I can never walk. I'm filled with treasure, but I never talk. What am I?
Can take you anywhere but never walk.
Oh my god, it's a ship, isn't it?
In the interest of keeping health up, a ship?
Correct! Last one. I'm always present, but I never stay still. I rise and fall, and I shape the land for millions of years. What am I?
Rise and never stay still.
The
Waves?
tide.
Waves? Yeah, I was thinking waves.
Waves.
Yeah.
Waves, the
wave.
ocean.
I heard the tide. Correct! Yeah. Hold on to your land legs, lubbers, you're gonna need 'em! And once more, the room, shifts and rotates, bucking to and fro, as the walls, are replaced by a swirling whirlpool of water, and then fall away to reveal a captain's cabin and a vault door on the other end. The treasure is yours! If you can open it! And the ghostly pirate captain fades away. All right.
Thanks, Mr. Flying Dutchman.
Okay, time to actually be useful.
Well-
Lockpicking time.
All right.
As riddles go, that was okay.
The captain's cabin is adorned with mounted pins. Each one marks a location as if the pirate had been plotting journeys across vast stretches of sea. On the desk, amidst the clutter of old maps and nautical instruments, you find an old, weathered letter, L-E-T-T-E-R. The vault has a number lock on it, but the note reads, "To whoever finds this, I'm still doing this voice, fuck ye!" Yeah. "For years, I have hidden this treasure, and many storms have raged since I first charted my course. If you're reading this, you're closer than most, but only if you follow my path exactly. Begin your journey at the pine tree. First, hold on, let me get the pin board up so you can look at that, because there's media with this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, one of these.
First, head 4 miles north, then 3 miles east. After that, you must walk 2 miles south, then 2 miles west. The next part is tricky. Another 2 miles south, and then 5 miles east. From there, you'll go 2 miles north and 2 miles west. Then 2 miles east and another 2 miles north. You'll turn again, 2 miles west, then 5 miles east, and finally 4 miles south. Only after completing all these steps will you find my treasure. May the winds guide ye, and may the map lead ye true."
Okay, we end at the bottom right corner.
Okay, but you have to complete all the steps.
Oh, so I need to pull out my drawing tool. Is that what I'm hearing? Just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the drawing tool.
Whip it out, gamer.
Whip it out, gamer.
Where's the drawing tool?
I eated it.
Yeah, we don't have access to it, so...
We can do our measurements. You can do measurements and control click to do the different.
Yeah, but this is a picture, so...
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
It's on a picture.
I am Boo Boo the Fool.
Oh.
Okay, screenshot time. Snip.
Enjoy using your image editing software to solve me puzzle, Yarr.
Show the desktop
Thanks,
already.
Yarr.
gamer.
Image editing processors.
Yarr.
I can do this and someone can just read it out unless you've already got it.
It be in the
Yeah,
chat.
sorry, I'm drawing my snip.
Yeah, if you've got it faster, that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm narrating this to myself, but
Okay.
I wasn't holding my push to talk. Sorry, chat. 2 miles west, Rostova, and 2 miles east, back, and then another 2 miles north, then turn again, 2 miles west, Rostova, 5 miles east, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now after competing on, then 4 mile run, 2, 3, 4. copy this. We paste it in the chat for the gamers so you can see my fucking work. And there it is.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Pretty full.
Anyway, bottom right, just like Nizip said.
Yeah.
With P37.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go over to the number lock. There is only numbers on the lock.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, number lock. Okay, what is... It's 37 is the
One-
last two digits. What is it? One?
1, 2, 3,
1,
7?
2, 3, 7.
1237. You plug in 1237. There's a beep, and the vault clicks open. The door spins and slides off to the side to reveal a second vault door.
Cool.
Oh god, what's this one?
There's a single scroll pinned to the door next to another number lock. The message reads... I have media for it, but the message reads... IRXU QLQH ILYH VHYHQ and is signed +3.
Oh my god.
Nani the fuck?
It's a Caesar
Okay,
cipher.
it's
It's a Caesar
okay.
cipher.
All right, let's plug this
Sorry,
in.
a what?
K.
Cipher.
Q.
Solver.
What I like to call the
Okay.
DMP code.
Hold on. Positive. Oh, wait.
Oh, I copy
It's
pasted.
K,
Yeah.
K,
Ah,
Thank you.
I see.
K, U, A, X. That doesn't make sense.
Ah, it doesn't translate.
Come on.
It might not be Caesar, it might be something else.
It is Caesar.
It is Caesar. Oh.
TOT.
49567. That's what I'm getting.
How?
Yeah, how?
Yeah, there are 4 things, and then you said 5 numbers.
Yeah, 4957.
4597.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard
I said
49567. So
No,
my bad, my bad.
4957.
Okay, my mistake then.
How on earth did you get that?
Because the positive flea means that the shift is +3.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was doing the positive as in adding it, continuing, not going back towards 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
That-
Other way.
I had no idea.
I was ciphering -3, not +3. Whoops.
I must be looking at the wrong
Classic
thing because it is
mistake.
not encoding as that. for
Anyway, what Fuelin said.
people. Whatever.
Whatever.
Fuelin, being silent, just pipes up.
All right. 4957. You plug in. Boop, 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 boop. There's another ding. The vault slides open. There's a third vault door. All right.
Bring it on, bitch.
All right, gamers. Go into loot, treasure map treasures, and open up the Pirate King's treasure.
Pirate King's treasure.
Err, matey. Me treasure.
Avast
Barbie
ye,
treasure.
scallywags! If you really seek
Barbie
the Pirate
treasure.
King's treasure, know his code or be blown to kingdom come. Attempts
Barbie.
left 8.
Err, in all kind. No, I'm kidding.
So we have 5 colors we can switch through.
The pirate code.
What are the colors? It's red,
Red, green, blue, black, white.
Okay.
Out there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I didn't have anything. I was just getting all 5
Mhm.
colors on screen in an order that I'm like, this makes sense. I can't tell you why, so I'm not clicking that lock, but this makes sense.
This is pleasing.
This is
Anyway.
pleasing.
Because the other puzzle started at green, ends at red, but black, white, and blue aren't anywhere in that other.
Is there anything else in the cabin, or like, is there anything indicated on the map or anything like that?
You look at the backside of the note. It reads, "Good luck, matey. Guesswork be your only help here."
It does
Okay.
not say that.
In,
Looks
If
like
it says
Wordle.
that.
Is this
I was gonna
Wordle?
in
Uh,
the effort of testing, do we click the lock once and see if it's Wordle rules here?
Oh my god, we're playing
Oh.
Mastermind.
You're playing Mastermind. You're playing
We're playing
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
God.
So yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, send it. Do that. So
All right, Wordle.
Ooh, there we go.
So
no
I hit-
greens, looks like.
Oh, no
Yeah.
greens? I
No.
thought it was saying green was in the correct spot.
Green.
Okay.
There's no
Well,
greens. These other colors are in the incorrect spots.
Okay, so black's not here.
Yeah, do a mishmash.
Mix them up.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, yeah. First, let's
Yeah,
let's
I
see
was-
how
I was-
many.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Ooh,
Okay,
Got
white.
whites there.
Yeah.
Is
And we
there.
are working with 2 reds, if I'm
So
understanding.
that means the red.
correctly.
That means the red should be in these two. In
Oh, well, the black and blue are, yeah.
yeah.
No, there's only one
Yeah.
red. It's
No,
in the
there's
middle.
two reds. No, there's two
Mm.
reds.
Can't be.
No,
It
there's
said red
only-
was the incorrect spot in all 3 other slots.
Yeah, so red would have to be the
Oh.
center one.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I see.
Blue. This one would have to be black, and then this one we can try white.
Go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good.
Okay, this one we try white.
Right. This one should be
we
blue then.
try blue, and this one should be black.
Black.
Okay, this one's black. Then.
Alright.
One's black as well.
All right.
Nice.
Congratulations, sweethearties. Yar har 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 har.
Yar har 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 har
Megan
har.
beat me by a second.
Pirate King's treasure.
Hello?
Oh, somebody's getting a gun.
Gun, you say?
Gun.
Gun! Gun!
This is not a joke. Gun, you say?
Yes,
Yes, gun.
This is not a joke. gun!
Guess who's proficient, bitches?
Let's go!
Go for it.
Take.
Take.
Deep
I was
blue
gonna say,
armor.
do we want to move everything to the portable hole, and then we can identify everything and distribute from there?
Yep.
Fair.
I'm not
Yes.
pushing it.
Also, we should read the pirate note first.
Yeah, let's read
Also,
the pirate note.
Pirate note.
Pirate. No.
Yeah,
the
you
note?
always read the card before you open the present, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We took the ship and the captain's pride. Come find us on the coast if you think you're worthy, Captain Fanelor.
Analore.
Funnelord.
You know, I was gonna start just moving stuff over, but I don't want to move it until it's identified, so it doesn't just get lost. Oh, but we did just sell everything.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I can find stuff and then identify it after.
Cloak, armor,
So,
gloves,
goggles and a
goggles,
timepiece. Fascinating.
timepiece, note, spyglass, crossbow,
What is that?
Heavy.
Time
sword, and
piece?
we can ignore everything that's still in the actual treasure loot itself, while I distribute money while Tig identifies.
All right. So
Yes, ma'am.
for whatever reason, as you head out back towards base to do some identifying, you get the treasure, and with the whirl, you find yourself back at the base of the lighthouse. You do some identifying, and I get the feeling Tig wants to identify the gun first. It may be just me.
Yes. Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit gun. All right. The gun is the Whispering Wheelock. It is a +1 pistol of compact construction. It gives you advantage on sleight of hand checks made to hide the weapon on your person. Makes no noise when fired. Bullets make no sound when they hit, drawing sound into them, which deals extra thunder damage on a critical hit and deafens the target if they fail a con saving throw on a critical hit. You may also target an unintended object within range and fire the Whispering Wheelock, creating an area of magical silence for 1 minute.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's a silencer. I get it.
It's a silencer.
It's a gun silencer, as in a gun that silences.
Anyway, as the only one here who can use a firearm, as far as I'm aware of, rather, yoink.
Yoink.
It'd be so funny if Wayland
And
became
use the
proficient, though.
gun. The pirate has a ghost.
It's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
All right. The amulet is an amulet of buoyancy. While wearing the amulet, you can use your reaction to immediately stand up when knocked prone, which halves your speed until the end of your next turn. And if you start your turn underwater with no hit points, you immediately rise toward the surface.
Oh, neat.
That's
We love a
useful.
way to walk on water.
Well, only if you're unconscious.
You know.
Yeah, you float so you can be saved easier.
I'm sorry, what item was that again?
That is the amulet of
The amulet.
buoyancy. All right.
You float.
The buckler is a bullet buckler. So it's a buckler, so it's small, but it has a +2 bonus to AC, so I believe +3 total. It has a rounded boss of adamantine alloy, which shows scorch marks and powder burns. A bullet buckler imposes disadvantage on all non-magical ranged attacks against you, including those from gunpowder-based weapons and grenade-based attacks, and grants dexterity saving throw advantage on gunpowder-based attacks that allow a saving throw.
Oh my god, disgusting.
This is disgusting. I love it.
Disgusting.
All right, so this goes to somebody in the back line,
Mm.
probably.
Points fingers together.
The real question is, does it require attunement?
Does
It
it
does.
require attunement? Yes.
Debate that I shall debate.
All right. The cloak is a gull-wing cape. With it, you're able to step and fight with exceptional balance, gaining advantage on acrobatic checks related to falling, and you can cast Featherfall once per day. You gain a +2 bonus on saving throws against water or wind effects, and it also applies to strength checks to avoid being checked or blown away by strong winds.
Nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Very good.
The deep blue armor is a shark skin suit. It's light armor covered in tiny razor-sharp scales and embedded with petrified shark's teeth. Anyone attempting an athletic check to grapple or shove you takes 1 piercing damage, and a creature beginning its turn grappling you takes piercing damage, more if you're swallowed. When you succeed on a check to shove or grapple a target, you also deal piercing damage to them, and while wearing a suit, you gain a swim speed equal to your normal speed, and can sense the presence and location of creatures who have bled in the same body of water, and track them with a survival check.
Good. That's really good.
That's cool.
Man.
So that goes to a frontliner.
Light armor frontliner.
Oh,
That-
light armor.
Alright. The gloves
Oh.
are gloves of certain grip. They grant advantage on athletics checks to climb using a rope, and on any saving throw granted to avoid falling. You can also apply your proficiency bonus when using a rope as an improvised weapon, and creatures you tie up with a rope or a net have disadvantage on their escape attempts.
Oh, yeah.
Right. The goggles are doubloon diver's goggles. They have narrow lenses, and while wearing them, you have dark vision out to 120 feet while underwater. You have advantage on perception and investigation checks you make that rely on sight while underwater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
The timepiece...
Later, I might want these, but not right now.
Yeah. The timepiece is a tide turner. It can tell you the phase of the moon, time between dawn and dusk, and time between high and low tides while on the material plane.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
actually, wait.
That's just kind of a useful thing to have if we ever go sailing.
Does this need attunement?
Nope.
Mother, may I?
Phelan knows where he is at all times with no exceptions.
I'm
Uh,
fine with it.
If he's on the material plane.
Yeah. The spyglass is a shipwright's watch. When peering through it, you can rotate a ring in front of the telescope to toggle between looking directly ahead of you or directly behind you, as if you were turned around.
Oh.
Nice.
I've got eyes on the
That's-
back of my head.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I
We
like
could
it.
pop the
I
lens
love
off and
that.
we could just pop the lens off and stick it on Megan.
Stick it on Megan's eye. 360-degree
Okay,
vision.
but just putting
But-
this out there, we have an artificer who would possibly be able to tinker and just integrate it into Megan.
That's what we were saying.
Well, to be fair, before we get all, in everyone, before we get to the planning stages, I already do have an integration with Megan, in terms of her armor making it better. So it could be swapped, perhaps, or changed, but there's only so much I can do.
Hmm.
That being
Yep.
said, if Megan is comfortable with her, solidarity thus far, there could be a way for me to enhance that shark skin suit, if you would be interested in it, Nizip.
I am tempted by it because it is just strictly better than what I'm wearing, except it's not insulated. But
And
it's blue, so
dripper die. This is me saying as Atwas that Tig can swap a +1 AC bonus from Megan to Nizip. So, depending on of course, if Megan's cool with that.
If I can probably I should probably replace my shield if that's the case. If we want to move the AC bonus over there.
How much AC do you have right now?
22.
yeah, I'm sitting at 20. So
Oh my god, you're both fine, but alright.
yeah,
Yeah, we're both
So it would take you both to 21, basically.
Girly
Yeah.
Pops, you're both fine.
We're both okay. We're both doing just fine.
Ladies, it's all good.
All right. In the meantime, the heavy crossbow is a riptide crossbow. You can expend a charge from it to fire a bolt at the ground and create a magical spectral tide vacuum. Basically, it summons a whirlpool, and then at the start of your next turn, the point erupts in a wave of water.
Ooh. We have been talking about how we've wanted crowd control.
Yeah.
let's see. Can I use that?
Heavy crossbow.
A heavy crossbow, that's martial, isn't it?
That's what
I
I'm
believe.
That is Marshall.
checking.
Damn.
Yeah, I can use that.
Evelyn?
Yeah, all simple and
Two-handed.
martial weapons I can use at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
That's a two-handed 1d10 piercing, baby.
Let's go. And then, last but not least, the sword is a chaining longsword. It allows you to conjure a metal chain that trails behind a weapon that you hurl. So you can throw this longsword, and then when it hits, you can entangle someone with it.
Ooh.
Pretty hot.
That's interesting.
So a lot of us already have magic weapons. Can Barkat use a long sword? Because that could fit with his kit. Maybe.
Barkat.
Yes, he could.
Martial. Simple and martial.
Simple and martial.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barkat can use it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it would be between that and I think his bow that he can cast Gust on that does cold
Yes.
damage. So, I mean, situational either way, but because the Silver Spark is just objectively very good in terms
Oh,
of
yeah.
what Foiled has. Like, so, probably not worth replacing that at all, but...
Hell no.
But Tabarka?
Yeah, probably give that to Barkot. I think he might very much enjoy that.
Yeah, give him a fucking magic sword. Good for him.
Let's go.
So what's this +1 AC integration you were talking about?
Well, if you ask very nicely, and if Megan is willing to give it up, I can do a little bit of work on armor. It's hard to explain. A bit of weaving, magically, musically, artificery, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
But
I can only
that was
really-
something you could do.
Well, I helped it when Megan was integrating a plate armor, like
Yeah, just
a
didn't
while
catch
ago.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was,
it
like a
was
long time ago.
But is an option. The only catch is I can only really give it. It only really works for one
One at a
person
time.
at a time.
Makes
Mhm,
sense.
mhm.
I'm going for being an
Alternatively-
AC tank. Then like I could put away the frostbitten buckler and pick up a different shield that has higher armor class.
Didn't we
mean-
sell the tower shield last session?
No, we kept the
We-
tower shield.
Okay, we kept this. Okay, because that one's +3 instead of +2, if I recall
Didn't
correctly.
you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
switch to the Shield of Titansfall though?
No, we gave the shield of Titan's Fall to Brandish.
Rondish, right. I was like, wait, what happened to that one though? Gods, the hilarious thing is I could just tote around a tower shield myself.
Yeah, you could just take the shield.
But that does take up a hand, so
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's take a
It's
hand.
not as good as the buckler that can Colossus my arm, so
And that I can still throw my psychic daggers with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, since apparently it wasn't obvious enough, this is Ty being dramatic, should anyone else need a bit of a boost to armor, if Megan is amenable, we could probably figure something out. What about you, turns to Phelan? What's your AC, child?
19, it looks like. Taking a peek.
Girly
my
Pops,
God.
you got high AC.
Oh,
Girly Pops, fuck you all. Tag's giving themselves better AC at this point. Fuck. Fuck you all.
yeah, I just noticed the shark skin suit also gives a swim speed, so I definitely
Yes.
want that in the goggles.
Oh, I thought that's why you wanted it.
I have something else I was planning to do to try and get swim speed later, hence why I said I'd want them later. But if this just gives swim speed now, I'm gonna abandon that idea, not worried about it.
Girly, get double scaled.
So, with Foilin's AC, it actually got lowered because of the black iron chain shirts.
What's it at now?
16.
Oh no, my AC is only 16.
Oh,
Fucking
Hi,
I
no one
cast
asked.
prestidigitation, little tiny violin sounds. Claws together.
Tig, what is your AC?
Worse than that. 15.
Okay.
I am 2 seconds away from throwing you my old chain shirt at you.
I don't know bards get good proficiency is the thing.
First off, I'm wearing the armor I want to wear right now, and that is the armor that gives me resistance to both fire and cold, I believe. Yeah. So Tig's good. They have medium armor already, and it gives them 2 resistances, so keep your chain shirt. Mine's still better, just not in the same way. Fucking Nyx. What's Nyx's AC? Is the question,
15.
I suppose. Okay.
Jesus, sorry, Albus just jumped on me.
Still probably better to keep it on a frontliner then.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now I see why the difference is so grand. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
Nyx
did I
can't really. Besides the money, Nyx can't really benefit from anything here. More so than what others can benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm a forest person, not a water person.
And see, I'm not a water person, but the fact that I can now have a walking speed, flying speed, and swimming speed is exactly what I was after.
Hell yeah.
Also, Gullwing Cape is probably just objectively good on anybody, assuming they have a fucking attunement slot to it.
That's not attunement.
It's not? Oh,
Nope.
fuck. You can cast Featherfall for free, you have advantage on acrobatics if you're falling, and you get a +2 to your saves versus water and wind?
Yeah.
That's
Like-
just good.
Frankly, I'm at the point where I'm like, if I just put some more gold into the pot for you guys, these are things that would benefit me somewhat, because my wings can run out, and being able to have Featherfall if I'm not cautious could be helpful.
I mean, if you want to forsake some of the gold split and just take a shit ton, like, seems
Yeah,
a lot of it's useful.
Because, yeah, it's like, I am more than happy to be like, here, I'm just gonna throw what I got from the gold split and a bit more back into the pot, because... Yoink.
All right. While you go distribute some stuff, Girly Pops, we are over time. So as you go distribute some equipment, including gun, we are gonna end our session. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Join us next time when there is gun. We'll see what gun leads to soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.